welcome back if you've been away. I hope you haven't been too far. And you're you're logged on to destinationnuri.com, web streaming live across the planet and bringing news across the planet of Tanglewood Festival that's due to occur in Narrowwater Castle. I'm joined by Nicola McAvoy, Ciara Tumulty in the middle, and Sinead Keeley at the end. They're all Newry girls, but Sinead tells me she's Fork Hill, but she will accept you. And there's two from Our Ladies and one from the Sacred Heart. But you share the commonality of one day putting your heads together and saying, wow, we're going to have Tanglewood Festival. How did that happen?
Well, myself and Sinead were living together, and we sort of said we'd like to put on something a bit bigger than just a normal gig. And then Ciara was around in the house all the time as well, so we all just sort of said we'll give it a go together, you know.
Yeah.
So.
But you're a lovely group of people, because you plan things, you enjoy life together, you socialise together. You brought this into Narrowwater's grounds, and you're now in your third or fourth year?
Third year, yeah.
Third year of it. And how will it actually work? What will people see when they go to Tanglewood Festival?
Well, this year we've cleared out sort of 2 acres of forest, and we've sort of landscaped it really nice. So they'll be going in there, and we'll have a boat that we've turned into a stage, and the main stage, and then we'll have a riff-raff tent, that's for DJs and that, and then we'll have the gramophone tent.
Did I hear that? We'll have a riff-raff tent, that's for DJs
yeah. Riff-raff are a local sort of promotions company in Newry.
Oh, I see, I didn't realise that. I thought you were saying that these DJ fellows were riff-raff.
Oh no, well, some of them are, yeah.
Girls, how did you talk to me about your enthusiasm for the project? What sort of music do you love, and what sort of music will you take to the people?
Everything, I suppose. I think all three of us sort of enjoy all types of music. So I had organised a couple of smaller scale things over the years, just with
Why
friends.
Why do you turn your nose up at what you did during the years? You're saying, I just organised a couple of small... You didn't organise...
Not just me, no.
But I'm saying, the point I'm making to you is what you did over the years was magnificent, I'm sure. And you're saying, I just did a couple of smaller things. Always be proud of what you've done, I think, if you don't mind me saying so. I always say this to people, because especially young people, and you're so challenged in many ways because you have to fight to make your mark in the world. And very often you will be self-effacing like that. And it's good to say, I did this and it was great, rather than, I just did a couple of wee small things. But over the years you've been involved, yeah.
Yeah, wee bits and pieces, and then when Nicola decided that she wanted to run a bigger scale festival, then we were drafted in.
Yeah. What's involved in running a festival like this, Ciara?
Probably a lot more than what most people would think. There's a lot of organising in it. Like, we start from sort of Christmas time, we start working on getting things organised, and we still manage to have loads to do come closer to the time. There's always wee bits and pieces to be organising and finalising.
And is that, you have to find the bands for a start.
Yeah.
Where do you go to, if you were to say to me, I will let you win next week's lottery if you can organise me 6 bands, I wouldn't get the money. I wouldn't know where to start. I wouldn't have a clue.
Oh, we'd get the money if you were giving us that.
How do you do it? How do you get them? How do you get the bands?
I suppose the scene in Belfast and Dublin and that, and even in Newry, is very strong with original bands. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So there's talent coming to the fore.
Yeah, like our headliners this year, And So I Watch You From Afar, they're called. They're
And So I Watch You From Afar.
Yeah.
Sounds like a love story. So my darling, I watch you from afar. Now I can resist no longer, I come to you. Look, I have no bicycle, but a most wonderful car. No, so that's I'd never heard of it. What sort of music do they play?
They're hardcore rock, basically. No, you like them. But I mean, they're big players in the band. No, they'll be a bit better than that.
It sounds like a Tom Newman picnic.
Yeah, no, it's not Tom's sort of style. He's more psychedelic.
He is, of course. Tom's a lovely man. We know him well in the studio. Is he back from England yet?
Yep, he is.
Good.
Indeed.
I'm hoping he'll be with us in here this coming week. So it's a hard rock band, and where else do we go?
Well, we've got Duke Special, and we've got Eric
Japanese
Bell
pop
from
stars.
Thin Lizzy.
Wow.
Japanese pop stars.
Monday.
Yeah.
Grania Duffy.
Grania Duffy, she's blues. But
Wow,
they're all
that's
sort of
nice.
local.
That's nice.
Like Grania's and Doc, she's brilliant.
Yeah, and what do your parents and your families think about you? Most parents and families, when the youngsters grow up, they want them to be civil servants or doctors, but you run a festival of music. Are they all happy with
Well,
it?
these two are sort of the teacher and classroom assistant.
Oh, so you're
and that,
still working in,
Oh,
in your
yeah,
in your real
yeah.
jobs. Yeah, you have to do that. Yeah, yeah. So where is music going these days, Kira? What way is it changing? And will the music that you're bringing to Tanglewood, how different will it be to the music that you're? Are you the teacher? Yeah.
No.
No.
No,
How different will it be from the music that your children will
Depends on how
experience?
good a
when they
taste of
grow?
music they have.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them that would have the same sort of interest in music, but the rest of them, I suppose, are all One Direction. And
Yeah.
the bands we have are very local based. A lot of people are looking sort of closer to home these days when they're spending their money,
Yes,
to
of
give
course.
to bands, like, so.
Yeah.
That sort of keep it local and try to give them the business
That
as
keep
well
it
as
local
ourselves.
seems to stream through everywhere these
Yeah,
days.
yeah.
We're hearing it more and more and more. But the thing, you pay a lot. You're right. They pay a lot of money just to tap into a back row view of fame, and that's what they're paying the money for. And it can be a crock of awfulness going off to one of these gigs because you don't see an awful lot. You pay a lot of money, but if you come to you're getting the music, you're getting the companionship, you're getting the fun. So maybe it's a better deal at the end of the day.
Totally.
Totally,
Yeah,
you would say.
everybody should just come to Tanglewood.
Everyone for Tanglewood, and it's Narrowwater has become its home. Really, you're not going anywhere else.
No, not.
Yeah.
No.
It's uniquely suited to it, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, especially from the forest this year. Like, well, first of all, you can see the castle, but you can also see the loch. It's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a really just good
Yeah.
setup down
Yeah,
there.
of course.
Indeed, like that's,
And will people be able to camp there when they come?
yeah, it's actually up in the walled garden. The campsite will be so.
And there's a campsite,
Yeah.
so it's they're going to be able to camp. They're going to be able to enjoy the music. They're going to be able to have good food, have a drink or two. Is that a problem, sort of controlling the drinking, or is it okay?
No, usually we can't hand it out fast enough because there's always a massive queue at the
Yeah.
bar.
Queue at the bar, yeah.
Do you know,
But-
it's really, there's very little trouble,
Yeah.
for the...
Well, I've over the
amount of
3 years, I've seen no trouble.
No,
at
we
it,
really haven't, and that's something
No.
that we weren't maybe expecting, but it's worked
Yeah.
out really well, and
Yeah.
I suppose that,
You're hoping for the best and planning for the worst,
yeah,
but you didn't get
pretty
the worst.
much, yeah.
You didn't get the worst.
I think it's
It
the
was great.
variety
So
in
far.
age groups.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
know that there's such a widespread sort of
Yeah.
age there, so it doesn't, nothing ever gets too much to handle.
Fantastic. So our dates are again the 3rd to the 4th of August. When you have a band or a couple of, is there, maybe you'd afterwards give me details of some of the bands, and between now and then we'll bring in a band a week to come in
great.
and play in
Yeah.
studio.
Yeah.
And that's a way of
Yeah.
banging the drum for the festival.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
So will you stay in touch with me and we'll do that? Give
Yeah,
me
definitely.
Chelsea will get your details of good contact, best contact numbers, and we'll bring the bands in,
Brilliant.
and we will roar Tanglewood from the rooftops all across the planet.
Great.
Thank you for joining me.
Thank you very much for having us.
So, Sean, we're about to wrap up now. If you're stood by with some music, sir, and we've been with you since 7:30 this morning. It's been a lovely experience. I hope you have enjoyed being with us for a eclectic mix of music and musings. Yes, indeed. Ending off with Tanglewood. It's not the last you're going to hear about Tanglewood in this programme. And I hope you'll go along there on the 3rd and 4th of August and really enjoy it. So wherever you are in the world, and this applies to Tanglewood, to teaching, to being a doctor, to being anything else in your life where you're under pressure, my old African friends will tell you out in the bush of northwest Nigeria with the Kamberi people, when you have done your best and can do no more, when you have done everything you can do, given it your best shot, don't worry about it. Park it. Rest your head in your hands and leave the rest to whatever God you believe in. Go well, take care. Sean, we'll have some music.